Welcome back to the channel, guys. BigTolaDon here, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to roll a blunt. First off, get the blunt of your choice and you moisturize it. Usually you could just lick it and stuff like that. In the event that you don't have water, you would do that. But today, for the purposes of this video, we got some water here that we will use to moisturize the blunt. And we are moisturizing the blunt so it would be easier to break apart and take out the insides. Because if we break it apart while it's dry, the blunt will crackle on us. So you could get you a blunt splitter, which is like a thing you just, which is like a thing you just put it in and there's a blade that slices it. But we're gonna be using our thumbs for the sole purpose of doing it yourself at your home without utensils. Okay, so we split that thing down the middle. Try to get an even split. Basically, you just separate it. Put your guts to the side. Now, depending on the size of the blunt that you are rolling, this is all personal preference. But if you don't want to smoke a lot of tobacco, if you're not putting that much cannabis in, you would want to rip you a little piece of this off so you could have less tobacco paper that you're rolling. However, in this event, yes, we are. Now, this is a conversation for a different video, but there is a little line of paper, which I got it on perfect. I got it perfect right here. I don't know if you can see it, guys, but there's a little line right there, which we call, well, when I grew up, it was called the cancer paper. Now, I don't know if it gives you cancer. Smoking on a whole might increase your risk of cancer, by the way. But what we're gonna do is just strip that there off. Strip the little canister slip off. And what it really is the glue for the blunt. Where the blunt glues to itself. And there we got that little strip off. I personally like to come in on my edges, because sometimes the edges be separated. So I come on my edges and give it a little seam. This is, whether you can see it or not, this is like two pieces of tobacco papers, two textures of tobacco stick together. As you can see, the outside is a different color and texture than the inside. So what we're gonna do now, we have what we need, perfect size to roll in, and we're gonna break down on the material. Break down some of this material. We smoking some gas. I don't wanna say too much names and stuff like that there. Because if you want me to say a name, hit me up. Sponsor the Watch Me Call It, the movement, the situation. And I'll say, hey, they sent me this. And we could do that. But as for now, I don't care much to show the brands I'm using. Anyhow, grind up this flour. Good guy. Good guy. Okay, now, I personally preferably roll it on there's like a wrinkled end, where you would typically, if you didn't unroll this, where you would typically put your mouth. That is the same area that we're gonna create the mouthpiece for the blunt. Now what you want to do is add your material evenly across the blunt, the tobacco leaf. Whether or not you guys want to call it a leaf, it's not a raw leaf, like a raw, not the brand raw. It's not a raw tobacco leaf, but it is a man-made tobacco leaf. It's like a bunch of scraps pressed together or whatever. Different conversation for different video. Anyhow, you stuff it up, stuffed crust. This is what you call stuffed crust. You know what I'm saying? Stuff it up, and you get to tucking and tucking. So how we going to tuck is just basically give it a little squeeze. You're going to have some material falling out now. It's not always going to be, you know what I'm saying? But you just try to tuck it the best you can. And another thing, remove all sticks, stems. Hopefully you don't have seeds in your material. But remove all sticks and stems from the flower. What you want to do is just keep packing it evenly across the board. I might have a little too much flour in here. Shit falling out all over the place. But just keep tucking. Now, if you tuck up good, you're going to come out with something kind of looking like this right here. Get that zoom in right there. This end is a little, you know what I'm saying, but we going, it's there. It's there. I'm doing it backwards, goddamn. It's there. You know what I'm saying? Then, as you tuck it, give it a little moisture. I'm not gonna use the water this time because no one use water. Come on, let's be real. What you're gonna do is give it a little wet, and as you pull with your lips, and like, I don't know what to call that motion, guys. But you wet it with your lip, with your tongue, and then you glue it down with your lip. Right? Wet with your tongue, pull down with your lip. Wet with your tongue, pull down with your lip. And if you do it good enough, hopefully you end with something like this. Hopefully you end up with something like that, guys. Tuck in your edge, give it a little twist. You know what I'm saying? And there you have it, guys. Me personally, I always like to give my joints or my blunts or whatever I'm smoking a little burn, a little dryness to get back a little flame, a little, not direct flame, but you really move it fast as hell on it to get back that natural moisture of the tobacco leaf, right? Which is not very moist but bendable, but you know what I'm saying? But really and truly, I like to get it as dry as possible for my smoking preferences. You know what I'm saying? And there we have it, guys. This is how to roll a blunt with BigTolaDon. As you can see, it's perfect. We're gonna have an even burn. It's gonna pull good. Don't pack your stuff too tight in there, guys. If your material can't fit like this, and if it's too sticky you want to have your smoke be able to pull through what you got going on here. Whatever you got going on here, it should be, I wouldn't say loose enough, but your density got to be just right to where it will pull. And there you have it, guys. How to roll a blunt with BigTolaDon. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go check out my car channel, Manaj Garage. And keep smoking good, guys. Have a great one.